The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the USC Trojans offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes, because you're just asking to get picked off.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Galladay. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at...
Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy. And that offensive coordinator, he's going to look extremely smart.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Schaefer. Touchdown, USC! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Northwestern will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, 1st down. On the ground, it's Shaw. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game, picking up the 1st down.
Basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early. And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback Palmer and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He caught it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Southern Cal! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8. The Wildcat headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. On the ground, it's Shaw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Power football with the run. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered at.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Off play action. Caught close to the marker, it's Barry. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
He's got his man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things go.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. He'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. They're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a...
Touchdown, Northwestern! What a grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Trojans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, they'll take to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. interceptions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Oh, it's out! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He's going to pass. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
35, Northwestern, 14.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news.
And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. He wants to go deep. And he's got it at the 30.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone.
He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And it's picked off for the third time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going for the big play. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Movement here from the tight end. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Northwestern right back to the line. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Galladay. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Galladay. Touchdown, Wildcats. What a catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He'll try the left side. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Handoff to the lone back. Running with power. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running it to the right.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On 3rd down, going up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
opens up at the 23-yard line. Using his legs, it's off. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Line getting set on second down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Coming after it. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And he reels it in inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Fast motion from the offense. Floats it out in space. They stripped it out. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it 1st and goal with the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Trojans! And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this deep.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barry. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over. And this is exactly what you want to do when you run offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. Scrambling away. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That's caught. It's Gibson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man. Going to forget his 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Quickly complete. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern! And once he got loose, it was all over. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd and goal for this offense. He caught it. Touchdown, Trojan. And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Turner. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, USC! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone and time has run out. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.